Tactical Arbitrage search filters. That's what this video is going to be about. And this is going to be especially important to newbies or people who just haven't mastered the software Tactical Arbitrage. I know that the software can be a little overwhelming. It's really not user friendly right out of the box. In fact, it can actually be a little bit intimidating. But take heart, because in this video, we're going to show you my filters, exactly the filters that I use. This is going to be important to you, so pay attention. Because many of the hustlers know what I really focus on is giving newbies leads each and every week, twice a week to be in fact, and we're focusing on ungated products. And you may be wondering, how do I do this? Each and every week I do it with the software Tactical Arbitrage. So now we're going to get into the exact filters that I use. The advantage to you is you'll be able to use those same filters and get those same results. We're going to get started right now. Okay, hustlers, welcome to another video, and thank you so much for taking a moment of your time to spend with me. My name is Horace, also known as La Machine, and on this channel, we focus on selling on Amazon using the arbitrage business model, and we're particularly looking at helping newbies. So if this is you and you would like to continue to learn and join the working class hustler family, take a moment right now, click the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss the that's right, I said 4 videos that we come out with each and every week without fail for your benefit. So as I was saying, we use the software each and every week to get you leads. Now let me show you exactly what I mean by that. I'm going to share my screen with you and watch what happens. Right now we are in my YouTube channel back office, if you will, and if you look everywhere where you see a truck and it says jump on it, that is the jump on it segment that we do each and every Wednesday. Those are shorter videos. Here this one was almost 10 minutes. And look at every Wednesday there's a jump on it video, and in that video what we do is give away some leads while at the same time showing you how easy the software can be once you know how to use it. Here we go. You just over and over, you're just seeing these jump on it videos. Okay, what else are we doing? Every Saturday we go live and we spend the majority of that time giving away ungated leads using the software. You're watching me use the software Tactical Arbitrage, and we go on and on. Look at this. Almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 58 minutes, 2 hours and 34 minutes, 2 hours and 11 minutes, 2 hours, 17 minutes. How do I give away leads for almost 3 hours in some cases? Because I'm using the software. How long have I been doing it? Well, for the last 35 weeks. You guys can do the math. What is that? About 8-9 months straight without fail? How could I do that? It's the software, guys. That's what it's all about. But you have to understand, number one, you have to have your mind right. Get your mind right, get your money right. We're going to show you how you should be thinking. That way, when you approach the software, you come with the right expectations. You don't make it difficult. There's really nothing difficult about it. You just have to invest the time. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. As a matter of fact, we have a full series, a mini series about that. We'll put a link to it down in the description so that you can really dive deep. But you really don't need to dive deep if you don't want to. What if you just want to start using the software, start making profit right away? Let me show you exactly how my filters look for that. Now, where we are now is the Tactical Arbitrage dashboard. There's really nothing you need to look at here. This is just so for those who don't know what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you get logged in. Now, everything that you need to deal with in terms of filters, search filters, will be in your case will be with product search and reverse search. So let's go into product search first. We're going to try to make this video as brief as possible because I just want to get to the point and show you what filters I use. Now then we'll get into it as much as we have to. My cash is set for 5 days. Enough said. I do not want a cash only search, because although that would give me quicker results, if I don't want to wait around to get the results, normally you want to give this software, at least an hour at the minimum, okay? But that's what's great about the software. You can set it, go to bed, set it, go to work, set it, go to dinner, whatever. And when you come back, then you go through your results. I do not want this checked. I don't want just UPC sites and products. I want everything. I can look. I've developed the skills to know how to sort through the products. That's what this is about. Think about what I'm telling you. When you use the software does not do the work for you. The software gives you the work in the right format so that you can get down to business. But don't think that the software is going to do the work. Okay? So, of course, this is self-explanatory. You're sourcing from wherever you're sourcing from, and you're selling on wherever you're selling on. Now, you'll pick a website because this is a product search. Doesn't matter. For the purpose of this, we're just going to pick a site. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pick something different. Okay. You don't need categories because you're going to be doing an easy bulk. That was more for earlier, before the product really got the easy bulk feature put in there. You don't need start and stop page. Okay. Of course, you're going to come over and actually choose what categories you want to look at. You can have a maximum of 500. So as you say, if we select it all, then and you added those 12 categories, then you'll see this change to 12 over 500. And it's not doing it at the moment, whatever. But I'm going to come back and see if I can get that to act right. But let's just keep moving. Save filters. I don't do that because by default, whatever your filters were, that's going to that'll still be populated, and most people are going to use the same filters. Okay, so I usually name the search because once you have more searches in your search manager, it's going to be tougher to keep track of what's what unless you name it. So pick a name that makes sense to you so that you can recognize what you were doing. Okay, now we come down into the price adjustments. Okay, now this is just any types of discounts that you may be putting in there, and the hustlers know how I feel about that. If you don't have anything in any of these boxes, if all of these are blank, this one, if you haven't put one in at least one of these, you're wrong, because you have not taken the extra step to differentiate yourself, to get that degree of separation. Okay, you're looking at other people, you're saying, how are they selling this at a price? Because they're not lazy. They went and found a store discount. They added cash back. They went out, they found a gift card for the store. Okay, you have to have a degree of separation. Sometimes you're getting the results, and when you look through, you're saying, there's nothing, I can't make any money. You got to take that extra step. Okay, because you're not the only one using the software. You got a lot of people that are going to be consistent using the software, but a lot of them are consistently lazy. So start using these, you'll start getting more results. Of course, if you have state tax, you would put that in there. Now we get down into the real meat of this. Now you notice I don't have much of anything set. Look, I got a check mark here. I got here. That's it. I don't use a lot of this other stuff. Now, if you want to know what the other stuff is, of course, you can click the question mark right next to it if you want to get into that. I don't need it. Now, look it. I don't want current because that's just going to be a snapshot in time. I don't want 30-day. And we're talking about the product rank. I only want 90 because that gives me a wide enough, a big enough picture to kind of have a better understanding of what the product is doing over a 3-month period. Okay, I got my rank set at 500,000. Now I know what a lot of newbies are thinking. 500 is too big. Remember, guys, I'm giving you free leads. I'm giving you ungated leads, and this is how it's set. Now, let me get you the right mindset. Why is it set at $500,000 when most people are thinking, I don't want to go over 50,000. I don't want to go over 100,000. Well, because you have to learn how to evaluate. You want the most results you can get that you can sort through, you can sift through, you can evaluate. There are things, a product could be 300, 350,000, 400,000, and could still end up being a good product when you take into account all factors. If you set your rank too tight, you're going to be frustrated. You're not going to get enough results, especially if you are a newbie. This is very, very important if you're a newbie, because you have to get your momentum going. You worried about which direction to steer the car, and you ain't even got it in drive yet. You ain't even doing 5 miles an hour, and you worried about how to take that corner. Okay, first get something in motion. Remove if estimated sales is less than. I'm not worried about that. Okay, this is just an estimate, first of all. But look at remove if number of sellers is less than and more than. I ain't worried about that. Okay, remove if number of competitive FBA sellers is more than. I'm not worried about it. I do like to remove third-party sellers because I only want to buy from the actual store. So I do have this checked, but unless they've updated it, you're still going to get some third-party results. Just keep moving, especially with Walmart. Remove oversized products. I don't want to remove oversized products. I found some good products that were oversized and I made a lot of money on. And guess what? Nobody jumped on the product because everybody wants to avoid oversized products. See, when you start doing what everybody else is doing, then you're going to end up with the results of most people. And the results of most people aren't really that good. Okay. Same with this 500,000 rank. Most people, they're not going to put that in there. They're going to put 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. And then they're all going to be looking at the same stuff because they want that product that's selling 2,000 units a month. You're going to jump on the product that has 30 units a month, which is plenty because you're a newbie and you're probably not even sending more than 50 units in anyway per month. Okay. Remove out of stock products. No, I don't do that. I want to see if a product is out of stock. I still want to see it because if it's a really good deal, you know what I'll do? Number one, I'll be aware of it. Part of the experience of using this software is it makes you aware. It's putting products in front of you that you may have never even thought of, considered. Number two, if it's a really good deal, I don't just walk away from it. I use the software. The software has features so that you can say, hey, Tactical Arbitrage, I thought this was a good deal. Keep watching it for me. And when it comes back in stock at the whatever I want as far as profit or whatever it may be, when it comes back in stock and it meets my requirement, give me a text and give me an email and let me know. You see what I'm saying? Boom. Remove if Amazon contains no weight or size data. I don't care. There's enough similar products I can look to get a comparison. And anyway, if I look down in the product description on Amazon, I can get usually the measurements right there. Remove if Amazon is also a seller and is now in stock. That doesn't bother me. I sell along Amazon all the time. Now, I have to be competitive. So if I can be competitive, Amazon wants me to be successful. Amazon has nothing to gain by me failing and ultimately leaving the platform. So they share the buy box, but you have to be competitive. Okay. Remove if the number of reviews is less than. I don't care. Remove if the rating is lower than. I don't care. All these things are just making it harder for you to get results. Okay. The more narrow your filters, the less results, and the longer it's going to take to get the few results that you do get. I ain't worried about these. Do you realize most people don't give a rating when everything goes right? You might have a good product and nobody had any problems and nobody cared to give a review. Okay. I don't really care what the rating is. Products sell that don't have very good ratings sometimes. You don't know. Remove products with a source price of less than and more than. I don't use this. You might, because at the source site where you're buying from, you may not want to buy a product that's less than, say, $5. You may not want to buy a product that's more than $50. You may not want to be looking at products where you're going to have to pay $100. I do. So remove products with an Amazon price of less than and more than. I don't worry about that. I'm worried about return on investment. Okay. So remove products if Amazon title contains the words. I don't use this. I probably should, because there are some brands I can't sell. Why even have them in the results? But I do. Remove products containing the brands, blah, blah, blah. I don't use this. Remove product if Amazon buy box is not at least so many times the store price. That I don't need. Okay. I don't use this section at all. Cost and fees. Only thing I put is about 50 cents to ship per pound to ship the product to Amazon. If you're using a prep center, yes, you're going to have to use these other things. Okay. Then we come over to return on investment. Here we go again. I want to see it. If it's at least $1 profit, I want to see it. If it's at least 20% return on investment, and I could actually take that out. Guys, I'm giving you, okay? I'm giving you freely. So this is not just talk. This is not rhetoric. This is not theory. This is how I use the software, and the software is working. So many working class hustlers thank me all the time for helping them find leads. So many get on calls with me. Hey, I can't find nothing. I say, hey, let's hop on a call. Boom. I'm using this software. Boom. And they're going, wow, I guess I can sell something. I guess I'm not gated in everything. I might have been a little premature in making that assumption. You see what I'm saying? Now, let me go back over here. For some reason, we didn't get this to come over. Sometimes what you got to do is just hit the refresh. We'll see if that works. We'll delete that. And sometimes, you got to play with the software. It does weird things sometimes. That's just software. You're gonna have that anywhere. Okay. Now we selected 500. You know what? We'll deselect something. So we're down to 277. We want to see 277 over 500. So now it's working right. So you just learned something, guys. If something isn't working right, hit the refresh key. A lot of times that'll clear it up. Okay, one more thing, and then we're going to actually show you my numbers, and then we're going to get into a little bit more about the software for newbies. So like I was saying, you have your reverse search. Now remember, product search is where you actually tell the software, hey, search a particular store. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. Let me go back to product search real quick. There was something I think I forgot. There's a section, other filters. I don't want to miss this. This is important. I want to see if Amazon is out of stock results. I want to see those, and I definitely want to show reverse search. So if we're doing a search at a particular store, but the software can find that same product on other stores at a profit, I want to see those as well. Okay, so now let's go back. I just didn't want to forget that. Now we're going over to reverse search. Reverse search, you're not telling the software, hey, search a particular store. You're telling the software, hey, let's look at a category on Amazon, and I want you to give me the top products. What does it say? Up to 100,000. Okay, the top 100,000 in a particular category. And then when you go, I think in the subcategory, it's 3,000. Okay, if you drill down in, you know what I mean? So same thing, cache is set for 5 days. I don't click the cache only. I do want to also show title and image match. These sections you really don't need, although I will tell you, I do like the keyword search because there are certain products I just like. Okay, but in this section, I normally go with best sellers, but you can also go with movers and shakers and most wished if you want. If you don't know what those are, you can either click the question mark. Most wished is pretty self-explanatory, but movers and shakers, that is a category. I think if a product is showing so much velocity, a lot of activity, then Amazon puts it in their movers and shakers. So you may want to look there. Okay. And the same thing. I really don't use save filters because by default, it's going to keep your filters where they were last. Name the search for the same reason. When you go into your search manager, you're going to see all kind of searches and you're not going to know what's what. So put a name in there. Okay. Same thing. Nothing changes with store adjustments. Nothing changes over here. This is all the same. Cost and fees. I actually had something put in here, and that's just because I'm actually sourcing for somebody in Canada, trying to help him out, and he's got some prep fees he's got to deal with. Same thing. If the gross profit is at least $1, I actually have it down to 10% here. Okay. That's all there is to it, guys. Hit search, you're done. Right now, when you hit search, the only thing I'm looking at, you'll see the screen change. And I just sort of look in this area right here, and I'm waiting on this current product line. I'm waiting to see that populate. If nothing happens, be careful because there's a maximum number of searches that you can have going. If you're using the free trial, it may only be 2 or 3 searches you can do. If you have Tactical Arbitrage and your current subscriber, you can have a maximum of 7 searches. So don't forget, if it doesn't seem like it's working, you may have too many searches going already. Okay, and you could always stop a search. But you see how this is showing you how many products have been checked. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, just hang with me for 1 second, and I'm gonna get us set up so that we can look at my seller account real quick, just to kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're in my account, and as you can see, today is September the 27th. The year is 2020. So for today, we've had 27 sales for $543.53. And if we go down the line for the last 7 days, 37.15. So about last 15 days, 6,400 thereabout. And for the last running 30 days, we've sold 584 units, $13,476.60. And guys, I can tell you, in all my transparency, those who know me know I'm very transparent. Those numbers are down. I'm not panicking though, and let me show you why. Okay, so what we're looking at, first of all, yesterday we did 617. We're already at 543, so we're probably going to pass that. But if we just go month to date, here's what I want you to look at. Last month we did 19, the better part of $20,000. This month we're like half of that. This has not been a good month, hustlers, and I have to show that. That's transparency. I'm out here as a trusted authority. That means, you know, you got to trust that I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. But here's what I want you to look at. If you look at this chart, it's all over the place. These are my sales, okay, for the month. Was this the lowest? No. Let me see. Yeah, the lowest I had was $153.12. But look what happened after that. Ever since then, it's still up and down. But look at your upward trend that's going on. So I'm not worried about it. And remember, we're getting ready to go into the fourth quarter, which is by far the best. If we look at year to date, if we look at last year, what we did, 103,000, something like that. This year, already 150,000, something like that. And we're just about to go into the fourth quarter. Yeah, we're looking to double what we did last year. So let's go back into the software, and what I want to do, I want to sort of show you Tactical Arbitrage, and here's what I want you to see. Okay, for those of you who don't really know what Tactical Arbitrage does, what it does is it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Now, like I said, it's not going to do the work for you, but instead of you having to go to each one of these sites and find products, well, how are you going to do it? Maybe do a search on that site, look for their clearance items, pick out products one by one, put those products over into Amazon by title and try to find them one by one. Look at all of the sites that this software will search for you. I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. This is what it's all about. It's not going to do the work for you, but it's going to put enough work in front of you in a logical way so that you can sort through and have the best chance of finding profitable products. Guys, I keep telling you, and I'm never going to stop. I am giving you free leads each and every week without fail using this software. You can do it too. I just showed you the filters, okay? And on top of that, we have a full, like I think I mentioned earlier, we've got a mini series that teaches you everything you need to know, soup to nuts, but we even have a quicker course, but we'll get into that in a minute. So here's what I want you to think about. If you come out to tacticalarbitrage.com, you can kind of come down and you can see what the software does for you. It lists everything that it does. You can get all of that. Actually, wow, I didn't realize 968 sourcing sites available. Wow. So now you're probably wondering, what does it cost? Actually, it costs you nothing. You get a free trial, and we'll get into that. Once the free trial is up, you have the choice. You could either pay for the entire year and then you'll save up to 26%, or you can go monthly. Now, it comes in different packages. You only really want the online package. You can always upgrade later. I have the full suite, but I like a lot of bells and whistles and toys. You don't need them. I don't use half this stuff, but this will be the one that you would probably get. And instead of $70 a month, you're probably going to pay monthly, most likely, and you'll pay $89. But if you know you want to invest, if you're serious about this, you know you're going to be using it for a year, you may go for the annual if you can afford it. If not, no problem. The thing is this. What I want to direct your attention to is the free trial. They give you at Tactical Arbitrage a 7-day free trial. If you use the link down in the description, and then you can use my affiliate link, you'll get a total of 10 days free trial. But before you do that, what we want you to do is take the lightning course. Why? Because it's a quick video right here on YouTube. You ain't got to go nowhere. We'll put the link down in the description, and in 10 minutes, you'll know how to use the software. That's important. That's important so that you don't sign up and now the clock is ticking on your free trial and you're fumbling around trying to figure out how to use the software. We don't want that. We want you to already know how to use the software so that in your 10 days, instead of trying to figure out how to use the software, you're making money and the software is paying for itself. And let me tell you something else, guys. Another thing that I do on this channel, in case you don't know, you see that number on your screen? You can text the words working class hustler. Text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen. And what's going to happen is that is actually my phone. That's a real phone, people. And then me, not a robot, me, I'm going to return that text. I'm going to ask you what's your name so that I can save you into my contacts. You'll give me your name however you want it saved, and I will reply and say, I've saved you into my contacts. We are officially connected. And from there, you can start asking me all kinds of questions. Just like last night, after being on a live stream for almost 3 hours, I hung up and I had a working class hustler calling me to say, hey, I'm having problems with Tactical Arbitrage. And guess what? We solved it. That hustler said, hey, La Machine, hey, Horace, give me what I came for. And he got it. So you are more than welcome. Shoot, I was on 2 calls tonight with hustlers. It's what I do, guys. So you are more than welcome to connect with me. So what we're going to do now, you're going to go ahead, if you're a newbie and you haven't watched the Lightning course, you're going to go ahead and watch that course now. Then you're going to go ahead and get signed up and start using the software. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. Welcome to the Working Class Hustler family.